Dan McCarter and Ryan Rintoul on the Maverick postgame show. Maverick Hockey Weekend. A final score this evening, the Mavericks 4 and the Bulldogs 3. Ferris State ranked number 2 coming in. They are not ranked number 2 anymore.
No, it'll be interesting to see where they fall to. They're still a quality team, obviously, but what I'm more interested to see is where Mankato proved that they should be, and that's definitely the top 20.
Here's the period summary. From the first period, Adams on a deflection from Zarnazan, and Dylan Martinelli ties it up from the circle. In the first period, it was 1-1. We'll jump ahead to the second period now. Tie game. LaFontaine gets the puck out in front and able to backhand it in to make it a 2-1 game Mavericks. And we head to the third period. Huff is able to tie it early in the third period on a backhander, just a seeing eye backhander that I don't think he had any intention of scoring on. You mentioned that, Ryan, and he puts it away. Then the Mavericks with just a blistering shot by J.P. LaFontaine to regain the lead. They get a 2-goal lead here. Johnny McInnes makes it 4-2, but then on the power play, the Bulldogs get within one. Babinski to make it 4-3, and that's the way it ended, as the Mavericks with a good scoring opportunity there and a heck of a big battle breaking out after a scoring chance where just all heck broke loose. A bunch of players end up being thrown out of the game, and we'll have to check what ramifications are for next week. The game summary looks a lot like this. Mavericks win 4-3. They outshoot the Bulldogs 38-35. 3 for 6 in the power play for the Mavs, 1 for 4 for Ferris State. Penalties about even, and the Mavericks win the faceoff battle 39-32.
Yep. I mean, we talked earlier about starting strong, playing with focus, and winning that special teams battle, and they did it. I mean, that's how they won this game.
Take a look at the standings in the WCHA after the Mavericks victory tonight. They're within 2 points, now 14-10 overall, 12-6 in conference. The Bulldogs fall to 17-5-3. 12-2-2, 26 points in the conference. Now they have 2 games in hand over the Mavericks, but the Mavericks did what they could do, which was get right back in the race.
Right, and it'll be interesting to see where C.J. Mott, if he gets suspended next weekend up in Michigan Tech, can he play? I mean, is that the one game that they lose that puts Mankato right in the top of the standings?
Out of the town scores tonight, Alaska beat Northern Michigan 4-3. Anchorage over Huntsville 4-1. The Gophers beat Ohio State 4-2 for the sweep. Michigan State sweeps Penn State 3-2. Notre Dame over Lake Superior State 4-2. And North Dakota beat Bemidji State 4-2. Also, Denver and UMD tied at 2. And Omaha beat Miami of Ohio by a final score of 5-1. Those are the out-of-town scores. Save of the game coming up right now. The Edward Jones save of the game. And it was a good one by Cole Huggins. You'll see it here, as Mayhew stepped around him and he was able to kick it out to the side there. A great save by Cole Huggins, one of his 32 saves on the night. Player of the game is J.P. LaFontaine, and no surprise about that.
No, I mean, all this guy does is score power play goals. I think that was his 11th power play goal of the year, the second one, and he made a beautiful pass from behind, setting up Johnny McInnes for the game winner.
You know, they talk about big players coming up at big times, and this was as big a game as the Mavericks have had in a long time, and their big players all weekend long came up and did what they had to do.
Matty Leitner, J.P. LaFontaine, McInnes, Gervais, all the players played well, and they got great goaltending. That's why they won both.
Mavericks within 2 points in first place in the WCHA after the weekend sweep. Now next week it's the Minnesota Hockey Classic up at Mariucci Arena.
Yeah.
And the Gophers will play St. Cloud, UMD, the Gophers, depending who they'll play beginning at 4 o'clock on Friday against UMD, and find out who they'll play on Saturday. But really important for NCAA tournament purposes to win a couple games.
Yeah, and a great idea for the state of Minnesota, the state of hockey, to have the Division I teams all playing in the Minnesota Cup, the inaugural year. And hopefully the Mavericks can find themselves in the final and get some more bonus points.
Well, Ryan, thank you for joining us this evening. We really appreciate it. We had a lot of fun all weekend long. The Mavericks get a sweep, and we look forward to seeing you down the road sometime.
Yeah, I would love to be here again anytime, and I'm 2-0 with the Mavericks.
There you go.
Yeah.
Final score this evening, Minnesota State 4, Ferris State 3. For Ryan Rintoul and all the students at Bethany Lutheran College, I'm Dan McCarter on Maverick Hockey Weekend.